What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily horoscope for Wednesday, November 25th, 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Welcome to the show. Out here at the lake today, it's a beautiful day. A little chilly, but feels really nice. It is Mercury Day, Wednesday here. We're right in the middle. It's definitely a hermetic day. We got to take in a lot of information, especially with Mercury at 20 degrees here, coming off the quincunx to the North Node in Gemini, a Mercury-ruled sign. So we have to be taking in a lot of information, seeing both sides of everything today, and being intellectual, be smart, and look for facts in your environment that are going to make you feel more empowered, especially with this moon in Aries coming across Mars today. This conjunction wants us to emotionally take control of our identity, of our life, and put it out there for what we want. We got to move forward with our heart's desires, our emotional desires, and we got to be able to communicate it with Mercury coming off that quincunx and a Mercury day. Communication of our desires, of what our soul instinctually wants and is being attracted to, is very important. Information everywhere. Let's take in what matters. Let's take in what affects our own individual life. There's a lot of individual energy, a lot of fire energy with the sun coming to 4 degrees of Sagittarius and working on a trine to Chiron in Aries. There is this fire that needs to be put out there, this creative, passionate energy, this courageous energy that needs to be grounded, in a sense, and brought to life. We got to bring the fire to life today, and today's a good day to do it, to release wounds, to be comfortable in our vulnerability, and to be ultimately empowered by what's going on inside of us so that we can put that out there and make the environment what we want it. Go out to somewhere beautiful that you enjoy to be at. This is a great day for that. To do what makes you feel natural and to make you feel like you're in your own identity and you're doing what makes you feel comfortable. And you're putting it out there in a creative way today. It's a very creative day with the Sag sun too. And we need to, look for doors, look for openings. I would say we have to expand our minds in a big way and expand how we look at ourselves, especially with this Mars. It does have the moon on it today, but it's really not making many aspects to anything else here at 16 degrees of Aries. So we have this freedom to find our emotions and to put them out there in a way that makes us feel ultimately connected to ourselves. What do you want? You have to go get it. Especially with Mercury coming off the trine to Neptune, you saw the dream that you could be living. It's time to go put it out there and make it happen. And with Venus here, it's moving up to that quincunx to Chiron today. So that Venus at 4 or 5 degrees, we're dealing with a lot of emotions when it comes to our values and our relationships. We got to get out of the victim role when it comes to that kind of stuff. We got to embody our values. We got to love ourselves, and we got to make sure that relationships are bringing that twin-like energy of that North Node in Gemini. We got to make sure that there's this. What are we taking in and bringing into our environment today? And how can we not hold on to things that are making us feel wounded in our own identity, but how can we feel confident in ourselves and release the wounds so that we can, renew self-confidence, self-love, and in turn renew any toxicity when it comes to relationships so that there's more of a harmony and more of a balance in that area. This Venus is also, it's actually at 5 degrees today. I don't have a chart in front of me, but I remember it's at 5 degrees today. So it's making a sesquiquadrate to the North Node in Gemini. So there's a lot of North Node activity that's being hit with the planets right now. And, kind of brings up that Venus retrograde that we had. We need to be very smart about where we put our energy and who we're merging with right now. And make sure that it is of a deep desire. Make sure that there is a deeper soul connection. And if there's not, we have to be able to detach from that and not just hold on to energy that's making us feel stagnant and stuck or unconfident or non-powerful within ourselves. We have to be very twin-like. I've been saying that a lot lately because that's been coming up a lot. There has to be twin-like energy in our environment right now. That's going to keep you stimulated. That's going to keep you feeling empowered. And that's going to ultimately keep you more grounded in your own life, in your own reality, instead of getting lost in the world, in beliefs, with the South Node in Sag, with the sun. Trying to find out what it is that we can ultimately release from, to let the goodness and to let the true philosophy and the natural world come into our lives. And that natural world's different for every single one of us. You have to find that one that vibes with you and fits with you today. And, you know, it's another good day to really embrace the fire that's going on in the chart. Embrace your creativity. Embrace what feels good and empowering in your life. And especially with Mercury here at 20 degrees, it's going to start working on the sextile to Pluto in Capricorn from, you know, Pluto's home sign of Scorpio. So there's this very deep transformation that's going on within all of our minds. And we need to be able to express that, and we need to be able to detach from beliefs and thoughts that don't connect with us on a soul level. And it's like, are they actually yours, or are they coming from a very strong Neptune that's portraying some story into reality, but is that actually your story? And I think that there's something we have to, you know, look at very deeply there. Are you living your story, or are you living the story being told to you? And can you transform and find your ultimate deep inner emotional power and express it and realize it and put the intent out there to move forward from that space? Overall, it's a pretty good day. I would say it's very empowering with the moon on Mars in Aries. There's a lot of energy that right now wants us to just break out, drive forward with the intentions that are best for ourselves, to empower ourselves, to find that emotional security, to let the vulnerability come out. It can be sensitive with the trine to Chiron, but it's only sensitive, I would say it's sensitive in a good way. Like if you can move past, because Chiron in Aries is weird. It has us all looking at ourselves really hard in the mirror and judging ourselves and judging others. We got to release that judgment of ourselves, find the beauty in ourselves, find the power in ourselves. And this is that day to, you know, universe is opening the door. You know, we could change the philosophy of how we see ourselves, of how we see the world, by taking in more information, being more mercurial, more hermetic, and just seeing all sides of this world that we live in, because there are many, many sides, and we have to find the one that vibes with us and fits into our life right now, and to do it from a place that empowers you within yourself. Card for the day is the Four of Swords reversed. In this deck, she's standing up on this hill. I think there's this I think we're letting go of a lot of anxiety. You know, and Chiron can bring that up, kind of this anxiety or nervousness within ourselves, or even that we just have to take a break and find a grassy place to go lay on and kind of disconnect from what it is that might be making us feel disconnected from ourselves. So we need to kind of go to a place where we can feel ultimately connected to ourselves today, wherever that is in your world. It could be your bed, it could be your office chair, whatever it is that makes you feel connected. But I think you have to kind of step away from, you know, kind of put yourself on a pedestal, if you will. And I know this card's probably hard to see here. But it's like we need to connect to our true instincts and disconnect from what it is that's being pushed on us. And I think that we need to be powerful within our minds to realize that, especially with Pluto in Capricorn, with Saturn and Jupiter, it is this hidden energy that's being projected through a very strong Neptune. We need to find our own hidden power and not be spelled by another hidden power. Put ourselves on a pedestal, and to not forget about putting ourselves first, putting ourselves above all else. And to do that from an empowering place, not a place of putting people down. I definitely don't want to come across as that kind of message, but you know, find that power within yourself to see all angles, to be hermetic, and to give yourself, I would say today's a good day to give yourself that moment to yourself, you know, and to not overthink things. And if you do, take a minute to just come back to what's natural and what feels aligned within yourself. And let's make today a great day, I would say. It's definitely a lot of emotional empowerment, and we need to take that empowerment to not let other things weigh on us in our mind and to make us feel weird, especially with Mercury coming off the quincunx to the North Node. There is weird information, there is a lot going on, but you don't have to take it all. You have the power to take information and put it to the side, and then to take the other information that makes you feel stronger and empowered in yourself and be that strong being that you are. I love you all very much. I hope you have a great Wednesday, and I will catch you for tomorrow's horoscope. Peace.